Welcome back. We're still in the circles module. We talked about the anatomy of a circle. We talked about how to find circumference and area. And now we're looking at some word problems that involve algebra. So I'm going to zoom in on this first one and we'll see what we can do here. The circumference of a circle is 62.8 inches. Find the radius and diameter, and then find the area. Okay, this is not an easy problem. This is going to involve several steps and some very close reading. But the first thing I'm interested in always is a number. If I see a number, I want to know what that is. So it says the circumference of a circle is 62.8 inches. So that alone tells me the formula that I'm going to need. And I'm going to do these different steps in different colors so we can figure out what we're doing, okay? So my instructions are to find the radius and the diameter and then find the area. So I'm starting with my circumference formula, and I'm going to use the one that I'm used to. You can use either one, but I like this one. So they tell me circumference, and we know pi, but we don't know d. So we're just going to leave d alone. C is 62.8. That's in the problem. And pi, I'm supposed to know that. Okay. And this goes to some algebra. Those of you who have had the algebra course, you will understand this fine. If you haven't had the algebra course, you need to. So just for those of you who have had it, let me draw this to help you hopefully remember what to do here. But we need to divide the coefficient away. The 3.14 has become a coefficient there, and I need to get it out of there. So in this situation, we're going to cancel. And D is going to be 62.8 divided by 3.14. And that comes up to be 20. Being the person I am, I want to see a picture. So you don't have to do this. I'm going to go ahead and draw myself a picture and bring it right up here. We'll just getting quite a bit of stuff here. But what we just found tells us that the diameter of this circle, the diameter of this circle is 20. Let me try this again, guys. I'm sorry. Normally I wouldn't care, but with geometry it needs to be precise. So the diameter is 20, and this problem is talking about inches, so we're going to use that unit. So the radius would be half that unit, and that's going to be 10. Okay, so we have done part of what we needed to. It said to find the radius and diameter. Well, right there they are. Okay. So this formula down here did its job. It helped me to figure out the D, the piece that we needed. Now my last task is to find the area. So I'm going to get a different color. I like this blue very much, so I'll use that. And then I need the area formula for a circle, and that is pi r squared. So A, that's what we're looking for, A. We know pi, our good friend pi is constant. And then what do you want me to put for the r? Be very careful here. the formula requires R. And if you look up at our picture, you can see that R is 10. This is a good high set question, I think. I haven't seen the high set, so I can't tell you that for sure. And we don't talk about problems with students, so I don't know what's on there. So this is 10 times 10, or 100. And this is 3.14. Good old pi never changes. He's always going to be 3.14. So we need to multiply those, and it actually comes up to be an even number this time. 314 square inches. And again, I'm getting inches from the problem. That's what the unit was for circumference, so that won't change. If you put inches into the formula, you will get inches out of the formula. So we have found the third piece of this puzzle, and that's area right here. So you can see that you really have to know your stuff to be able to solve this kind of problem. Okay, here is another one of those, very similar. It says the area of a circle is 379 9/94 square feet. Find the radius and diameter, and then find circumference. So I'm going to go after what I know. That's where you always have to start, and that is area is this amount. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and write my area formula down, and I'll use this color to do that. And we know the area is pi r squared. Well, they told me A, and we know pi, but we don't know r, and we'll leave that in there. So area is 379.94 because they said so. And pi we know from our memory and learning in this course. Again, those of you who have had algebra, this should make perfect sense. If you got through that course successfully, this should not be a problem. I will put the line in there to help you visualize, though, because that's how I taught you in the algebra. Okay, so we're going to have to divide the coefficient. I'm sorry, the 3.14. That's a constant here, so divide both sides by 3.14. This goes away, it cancels. So you're left with r squared, don't lose your square, is 379.94 divided by 3.14, and that's 121. But then to get rid of the square, we have to take the square root. So radius, r, is 11. And you know what Amanda's going to do. I am very much a picture person, so I'm going to put that radius in here so that I can see it. If I can see a picture, I can understand so much better. So we found that r is 11, so d would be all the way across. That would be another 11. D would be 22, and this time we're dealing with feet. So we have found part of the answer that we need. Find the radius and diameter. I've done that. We've done that. And so the last thing they want me to do is find the circumference. So let me get that pretty blue color again. And let's write our formula. And again, I like this one. You can use the other one if you want. It will work just fine. We don't know circumference, that's what we're looking for, but we know pi, and be careful here. what does the formula ask you for? It asks you for D, and that's what you have to put in there. If you put R, you've missed it right here. So it must be the 22. Okay, so let's do C on the calculator. I have no idea. 3.14 times 22 is 69.08 feet around this circle. These are advanced problems. There is no way that I would have shown you those without showing you these. Okay? This builds on the knowledge you had before. So if you have trouble with this page, go back and review this page. If you have trouble with this page, go back and review this page. It will help to build up until you get these where they need to be. Okay, our next page is a skill builder, so I'm going to stop the video and we will come back and start this one on another video.